Good morning, students. Once again for class 9 physics, and today's topic we have chosen is ecosystem, energy flow and its importance. Okay, so first of all we'll discuss about what is ecosystem, energy flow in an ecosystem, then what is about food chain, energy flow, application of laws of thermodynamics, like first law of thermodynamics and second law of thermodynamics. Okay, and in this chapter we will discuss about the energy flow in ecosystem, especially from the producers to last the tertiary consumers like carnivores. Okay, so first thing we have written here is ecosystem. So a unit composed of biotic components. Biotic means plants. Okay, so a unit composed of biotic components, that is producers, consumers and decomposers, and abiotic components, that is light, heat, rain, humidity, inorganic and organic substances, is called an ecosystem. Listen carefully. So a unit composed of biotic components, biotic means what are they? Producers, consumers and decomposers, and abiotic components. Abiotic components are what? Light, heat, rain, humidity, inorganic and organic substances, is called an ecosystem. So all these together make an ecosystem. So energy is needed for all biotic and abiotic components. Energy is required everywhere. So as we all know, heat is also a form of energy, and from where we get the heat? We get heat from sun. So sun is the primary source of energy for everyone. The main source, the primary source, the biggest source of energy is sun. Listen carefully. So energy is needed for all the biotic components, and existence of living beings such as plants and animals depends on the flow of energy in them. The most significant source of energy for all the ecosystem is sun, because this is the primary. From where we get energy? Especially sun. We all know that plants are getting energy from sun. They are making their food with the help of the sun only. If sunlight is not there, the plants will not be able to make the food. So in our food chain system, in a simple food chain system, we have sun, which gives energy to the producers. Producers means plants. Plants is being eaten by small insects. They are called primary consumers. Example, krill. Now the secondary consumer is what? Small animals like fish. Fishes, they eat krills. And after fish, small fishes are being eaten by the big fish. So they are tertiary consumers. Large fish, okay? And those large fish are being consumed by the human beings. So human beings or men are the main tertiary consumers. So this is the small example of food chain. Consumers such as krill, the primary consumers, are eaten by secondary consumers such as small fish, and in terms of they are consumed by the tertiary consumers such as large fish. The tertiary consumers may be eaten by men. Man may be the last consumer in this chain of energy transfer when he eats the fish. This simple food chain is shown in your books. Please see your books. So energy flow is also in the same way. Energy flow of ecosystem is depending upon producers. Producers give the largest amount of energy, 20,810 calorie. It can be seen in your books. After that, primary consumers, then secondary consumers. The calorie, the energy flow, you can see from your books. So energy flow, the producers organic substances by the process of photosynthesis. We all know that plants make their food with the help of photosynthesis in presence of carbon dioxide, in presence of sunlight. So the chemical energy to store in the plants is called gross primary production. The producers themselves use first organic substances in the process of respiration, in which some energy is being used. and oxidation is being taken, the process of oxidation is being taken. The rest of the energy called the net primary production is stored for the growth, development and the important metabolic processes. Okay. These are some basic things which we can see or you can see from the books. The main parts I would like to tell you is energy flow in ecosystem in form of food chain. Food chain you must know how to draw. Now the main part is application of laws of thermodynamics. See, what is first law of thermodynamics and second law of thermodynamics? Why we are discussing here? Let us see. The flow of energy in the process of intense transmission and diffusion in ecosystem is governed by the laws of thermodynamics. If we discuss about the first law of thermodynamics, it is just like law of energy or law of conservation of energy. What is law of conservation of energy? Energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. It can be converted from one form to another form only. That means energy cannot be destroyed. Energy cannot be created. Only we can convert the energy in the different forms. So, according to the first law of thermodynamics, it is also known as law of conservation of energy. Energy can be transformed from one form to the another form, but it can neither be created nor be destroyed. Same like. When certain amount of one form of energy is destroyed, then the same amount of another form of energy is being created. So, according to the second law of energy or second law of thermodynamics, we have a part of when energy is put to work. Whenever we are giving some energy to do any work, a part of it is always converted in unusual form as heat mainly due to friction and radiation. Listen carefully. Whenever we are working, we never get 100% efficiency while doing any work. If we have any machine cannot be 100% efficient. Some part of the energy will be destroyed, we cannot say destroyed, in friction. While driving the bike, the engine has friction. Just because of friction, we do not get 100% of efficiency. While driving the bicycle, just because of friction of the road and between the tires, the whole energy which we are giving to the pedals of the cycle, that is not being done, not being affected. Cycle will be stopped after some time because of friction. So that much energy, friction energy is being converted there, and because of that 100% efficiency we are not getting. So this is the second law of thermodynamics. Once again I am reading it. According to the second law of thermodynamics, whenever the energy is put to work, a part of it, always a part of it will be converted in unusual form, especially in heat, because whenever the friction is there, heat will be produced. So, due to the friction or radiation, in all such cases, the total sum of useful and unuseful energy remains constant. So, the energy used in respiration and in decay appears as unusual heat energy because this energy does not reach to the consumer of next stage. So, just like a machine, in ecosystem also the energy transfer is not 100% efficient. Okay. So, this much we have to discuss in this exercise. Please read it out once again by yourself only. Till then, thank you so much. See you soon.